Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Chaos Before Cosmos. If you are new around here, welcome. My name's Kerry. Those of you that have been here before, welcome back. Welcome back OGs, my homies, my members, my babies. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Sunday for me, right? Leo, it's all about Leo today, right? The sun energy. Look at you guys, just like, yay, Leo live, right? Everyone's like, I was just like, I had to do a Leo live on Sunday, of course. And as soon as I broke down the daily jazz babies, like as soon as I put the daily jazz in, I was like, absolutely, I have to. By the way, that's interesting, Texas, because part of the song lyrics, Texas actually comes up. So if you are a Leo from Texas, this could definitely be your message with the song that I've channeled. And you can go double confirm that Texas is in there, right? But all right, let's get through your daily jazz, Leo. We're going to be doing some live readings after this session, so we'll finish off this live. We'll close this one down. We'll jump into the next one for those of you guys that want a bit of a, deeper dive into your own personal circumstances. All right, but let's get it, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node placements. All right, daily jazz, right? Sunday is Sun energy, Leo energy. The date today, well, again, where I'm at is the 30th of November, 2025, man, the last day of November. All right, we've got one more month to go before this year 2025 is done and dusted, Leo, right? We're almost there, right? We're almost there. That date breaks down to 329, the number 14, the number 5, right? Fifth house, Leo energy, right? That's your house, Leo. Okay. Cause and effect. Okay, I don't know exactly which way this reading is going to go. Cause and effect. You could be seeing numbers like 23, 32, 23, 23, 14, 14, 14, 41. So lots of combinations of 5s showing up. Guys, getting a lot of 5 energy showing up, and the mirrored kind of numbers there as well with those 5 energies. If you've been seeing some of those numbers, it could mean one of two things. Okay, so it could be a confirmation that you guys are, you're in balance at the moment with the your manifestations, what you're trying to manifest. So continue to keep and maintain, blah, blah, blah. Man, retrograde was done yesterday, but post shadow up until the 16th, I swear, speech, right? Communication has been so difficult for some of us just to speak English out here. But anyway, we'll just have to slow it down a little bit, right? So things could be feeling like maybe they're going to start like slowing down a little bit from the energy that we've been kind of feeling. Again, there's a lot of planets that have been in retrograde that are starting to go direct now. So again, the energy should start to shift and change over the next few days. The song that we got, St. John, who do you blame, right? So there could be some sort of blame game taking place here, Leo. Somebody wanting you to blame you for something. You wanting to place blame on someone. There could be somebody blaming somebody else that's around you for something as well. St. John, he's a Virgo, right? So we could be picking up on somebody that's around you that's got Virgo placements. Cause and effect, right? I feel like we're going to get, there's duality in the messages just here alone already. Like I'm already getting like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, this story, that story. Anyway, Leo, we're going to get into whatever this is. Sun's in Sagittarius, baby. This is all about Jupiter energy expansion, right? Abundance, generosity, positivity, luck, growth. Like is it a great time to be alive or what? Moon sitting in Pisces at the moment. So for some of you guys as well, Leo, you could be having, just things kind of growing for you, maybe potentially when it comes to some of your psychic gifts. Could be for you right now, Leo, just a lot of reflection on, what's kind of happened before this point, right? And how you're going to kind of make moves moving forward. So you could be doing a lot of, reflecting back on the past situations, things you've been through that you don't want to go through again, and sort of having a look at, okay, how are we going to navigate now if, we face these challenges, how are we going to kind of navigate around them? Okay. So cause and effect. So, I think a lot of you guys probably have spent some time looking back in the past well, over the past recently, and seeing the effects of, you know, certain decisions that you made, or certain energies that were around you, and that sort of stuff. So a lot of spiritual attacks. Yeah, there's been a lot of that too, Jacob. There's been a lot of heaviness in the energy. You know, and I think across the board, it doesn't matter what sort of level you're at with your spirituality, we can all kind of agree that the energy has definitely been challenging. Okay, definitely been a big challenge. But, you know, Leo, you guys are up for the challenge. You're always up for the challenge. As long as you keep yourself in the mindset of, you know, it's for the purpose of growth, then generally, you know, you guys are kind of, you know, pretty good at moving forward with whatever those challenges are. So cause and effect, St. John, who do you blame? Is life path number 1. So 1 energy could be significant. 10 could also be significant. So 1, 10, 19, and 28 could be significant dates, birth dates. Virgo, he was again Virgo sun sign, energy of number 1. Now that song was released in 2019. So 2019 could have been a significant year for you, in particular, Leo. Could have been a particular important year for maybe these energies around you as well. 2019 breaks down to the number 12, the number 3. So we could be talking about somebody as well that's got Gemini in their chart, Pisces in their chart. This could also be about some sort of spiritual communication, or spirit communicating to you. There could have also been through this retrograde period, with the number 3 coming out tied to Mercury. You know, just a lot of things where you've sort of had to sort of dig into the layers, right, that sit in the subconscious, the unconscious parts of you, right? So there could have been a lot of, again, self-evaluation here with that Virgo energy, sort of really, really digging deep, right, through your spiritual practices as well. Somebody, there's definitely energies, guys, for those of you guys that have got, and I'm going to say as well, include this in your, if you've got Leo sitting in your 3rd, 6th, 5th, 12th, 1st house, right? These messages could resonate for you, as well as those of you that have got Leo in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and North Node placements. Okay, so walk like a Leo, talk like a Leo. I don't know why I just heard that. Walk like a Leo, talk like a Leo. There could be, again, some energies that are starting to recognize around you as well that it's actually them, you know, the cause and effect of certain situations that have unfolded in the past here, Leo. There could be some people that are kind of going, you know, like they've potentially blamed you for a lot of things over this period of time. And they're having to look at who's really to blame here. Okay, 1221. So again, yeah, there could be, again, some mirrored energy here, or, you know, some people really taking a look at their reflection here with the effects of, I want to say, the aftermath, right? The aftermath of something. So I don't know, there could be a lot of intense situations, Leo. Look, Leo, there has been, Leo, right? I know, because I've read your energy for how long, right? I know my Leos up in here. I know those of you, your Leo placements, where they are, how they're impacting you guys, right? If there's one thing I know, it's Leo, right? It's Leo. I know the good parts, the bad parts, the ugly parts, all the parts, right? But there's been some situations that you guys have had to face in any of the placements, in any of the areas that you guys have a Leo placement. There's been challenges, right? You've been challenged by situations from the past, situations even sort of in the recent past, or like that you've just sort of, you know, you're stepping out of right now, and in the present moment, you're kind of looking at, okay, what is it that I need to be doing differently, and how do I make that happen? Okay. Well, that's not a bad thing, Jacob. Like, death represents rebirth in a dream. Death in a dream doesn't represent death in a dream. So that could be a symbol of rebirth. Do I read the chat from time to time? Sure, I read the chat when I feel inclined to, when I feel drawn to it. Yes, I will pick up on particular things that I need to read there. But while I'm here, let's just stop and say hello to everyone. Gala, Laughlin, and I said hi to you guys. Patricia, Ralph, homie, love you. Miss Lena, ballerina. Jacob, Renee, who else have I got in here? Dear, our resident Virgos are in here, right? I've got my top three Virgos. Where are my Cappies at? All my Cappies seem to be missing today, but that's all right. We've got our grounded Virgos up in the house today. I love that. I love when you guys are all in here together. It brings a different kind of energy to the chat for sure. It absolutely does. Mystical, right? I'm gonna say it like that now, Mr. Cool. That's gold. That's gold. Hazard, right? What rebirth means with this occasion? Well, rebirth signifies like a new beginning. I mean, what does it mean to you? You know, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? Now, look, Jacob, it's great that we've got lots of fire sign energy in here, but trust me when I say, like, I very much appreciate our earth sign energies that come in here, that bring that different dynamic here. Again, I did say that the song that I've channeled here as well, you know, St. John's a Virgo, right? Life Path 1. There could be also Aries energy mixed in with that as well somewhere. All right, guys, take what resonates from these messages. Leave what doesn't, babies. We're going to get into some cards here. We're going to start with some channeled messages first. See where the energy takes us. Okay, and then we're gonna dig a little bit deeper into what's going to kind of where spirit are sort of directing you right now and what's going to help. All right, so let's get it for you, Leo. Let's get it for you, Leo. Placements, right? There we go. What do I talk about? Right, reflecting. Right, this card says take a moment to reflect. Okay, take a moment to reflect. So that's the energy that I've definitely been picking up on. You know, Leo placements in whatever house, whatever position, wherever your Leo is at. Okay, this message is going to be significant for you on some level. Okay, maybe not the finer details or some of that, but the overall message here for Leo energy, wherever it sits in your chart, is going to have, there's going to be some sort of message here for you. So take a moment to reflect. Okay, we've got spying energy, right, which could also indicate not only energies, you know, watching you, but this could be also you know, taking a closer look, right, a really deep look, you know, get the binoculars out, get the microscope out, you know, sussing out the past. That's very reassuring, Hazard. I don't need, I don't need permission, and neither does anybody else. Nobody needs permission in here. Okay. All right. Either I'm talking to somebody who's from West Virginia, or we could potentially have somebody from West Virginia who'd be up in here spying. They could be spying on you, collective. They could be spying on me. They could be spying on somebody, right? But listen, we're just not going to go down that. But if anyone just got left ear ringing, right? Yeah, I don't want to deal with that energy. Okay, we're not dealing with that energy. Left ear ringing again. Somebody could be getting a warning about an Aries, Leo, Sag that could potentially be spying now. Collective, that could be you as well. Again, take what resonates here, right? But just 959, a call to light workers to get to work. So this reflection period, again, this the whole 12 energy, 3 energy, Virgo energy, all tied in together. Oh, tied up. Oh, man, I don't want to be... Ring the bell. Sorry, guys, I didn't even give you a warning. I just need to ring it. I just need to ring it because we're not inviting... there's certain energies that I don't want to invite into this read. Okay? I don't. Well, man... Something that you're not to blame for, right? Who do you blame? The song by St. John, right? Who do you blame? So somebody is out here definitely placing some sort of blame on you. Again, I'm just going to address this as collective Leo, like Leo collective, wherever your Leo is, right? Wherever your Leo is, okay? Letter or initial B is going to be significant here, okay? It's something that you're not to blame for, and Spirit really want to drive that home for some reason in this message. Now, you know who you are, who this message is for. Again, St. John is a fucking saint, baby, right? I'm just thinking John the Baptist, Virgo energy, right? You're not to blame, okay? Don't know why this has to come up, okay? Don't know why this has to come up. Midas touch, Leo. Somebody who thinks that you've got the Midas touch, everything that you touch turns to gold. Somebody's waiting to hear back from you, okay? They're waiting to hear from you. What are they waiting to hear about? There's shades of grey here when it comes to a truth. All right. So who do you blame? Okay. Shades of grey. Someone's being shady. Whoever you are, whoever I'm talking to, you are aligned with your purpose, though. Okay, you're aligned with your purpose. If this part of the message here that I'm talking about specifically, if you're not aligned with your purpose, then like you'll know you're not aligned with it. You might not even know what it is. If you don't know what your purpose is, or you're still trying to work it out, then this part of the message that I'm talking to you right now isn't related to you. All right, just spirit need me to say that in case somebody just kind of gets carried away here a little bit. Also, guys, if you're going to be sitting in here, could you please double tap the screen, show some reciprocal energy? Right, doesn't cost you a thing, just a little double tap on there on the like button. Somebody here who I'm talking to, again, I could be talking to more than one energy here. Who do you blame? I knew already that I was going to be picking up on multiple energies, not just Leo energy here, but there is absolutely somebody here that had a lot of doubt about your psychic abilities, what you'd be able to tap into. They're secretly afraid of some sort of warnings that you've given them. Okay, something that you've predicted, you've said, some sort of warning shots here, cause and effect. Somebody could be seeing the cause and effect, right? Who do you blame? Somebody blames somebody for something. Okay, and yeah. Moon in Pisces, right? Moon in Pisces could be significant to somebody. Moon in Pisces. Who are my Pisces moons up in here, right? That resonate with that shit. Anyway, you're not to blame for this situation. Okay, this person is just, I want to say even energetically gaslighting here as well. Okay, energetic gaslighting. Tiffany, how are you, beautiful? There's definitely an energy in here that my spirit team are wanting me to pay attention to. There's something about a particular energy here. I don't know. It could be somebody that's in here. I don't know. There's something about your vibration. No, you may not ask a question in this live. You may join the next live when we're doing live readings and ask a question, sure. But in this live, no, you may not. This is a Leo channeled message. Okay, so if you want clarity on something, you can join the next live when we're doing it. That's in about 30 minutes. All right, you can join it for that. There is, again, no, see, you're the energy here right now. You're the energy here right now, and you need to go. You're done. Right? I'm sorry, but this isn't about you. You don't get to determine and decide what happens in the flow of the energy, and that's why my spirit team wanted me to click on your profile. I don't know what you're about, right? But you bring a level of toxicity and annoyance, right? You're like one of those, you're an irritating spirit. Your spirit is irritating. Your spirit is going to irritate my chat. It's going to irritate my mods, and it's straight up fucking irritating me. Okay, look at me, look at me. No, fucking look at me. Look and listen to me right now. Do not go in disrupting the energy, okay? You want to put the show on, you want to download the message, and this is coming from spirit. You want to download the message, you better learn how to connect to spirit, right? But don't be out there distracting people from their purpose, their path, the messages, okay? You are a distraction. I bet you do that to people all around you, right? Create distractions and frustration and irritation, right? Straight away, I knew. My spirit team are like, yeah, there's only one reason why I needed to look at those messages, and it's to remove that person from the chat. So, collective, trust your instincts, right? Trust your intuition, right? I don't need to be approved by anybody to do what I'm doing or told that I need to pay more attention to the chat, right? Pick me, spirits, right? We don't need that shit up in here. Spirit's like, no. This is the exact kind of energies that I'm meant to pick up on and put my foot down with and have those boundaries with. No, you're not playing with me, whoever the fuck you are, right? Go play with somebody else in somebody else's chat, but not up in here. Leo, you can be noticing, right, that there's a lot of that kind of energy around you right now, a lot of distractions, a lot of energetic downloads that are just distractions and not from spirit, okay? It's time to exit some sort of situation, right? It's time to, again, remove yourself from some sort of situation here where there's a lot of disruptions. They're unhealthy disruptions, and what they're doing is they are taking away your time and your focus. Okay, you need to commit to your spiritual practices more, but not in the sense of this. Okay, I spoke about this the other day on the channel, right? There was something that became very, very clear to me about how to determine the difference between the energy of spirit giving me a message that I need to pay attention to and just me picking up on energy that has no fucking benefit whatsoever to to me and moving forward. All right. So for some of you guys, if your mum's passed on, right, your mum's protecting you. Okay, your mum's protecting you in spirit. So to commit to your cleansing practices more. Okay, for some of you guys, you need to drink a lot more water at this time to cleanse out and to flush out the energies, right? All this shit that's going on. Don't let yourself get distracted, right? If I want to say it like this, if we've gotten confirmation, if we know the story, there's nothing new that's coming up in the energy that we're reading. Okay, that energy is actually serving as nothing more than keeping us stuck in some sort of investigation over the same old news. Okay, that's going to keep us stuck from meditating. It's going to keep us stuck from doing our salt baths, doing other spiritual practices that will keep us protected on our project, on our goals, what we should be focused on. So be mindful, right, of what it is, even on a spiritual level, that you're being drawn to. Is it actually from spirit, or is it coming from somewhere else that's designed to, again, just pull you out of the zone? Okay, so there's some chords here, right? Moonchild, right? Who's a moonchild? Okay, somebody could have strong Cancer placements here. There's some sort of cord that you need to cut, maybe from a Cancer energy, right? Still doing some sort of cord cutting energy, right? There is some sort of redirection here up ahead. Right, there's a redirection for some of you up ahead, but you're going to have to exit some sort of situation or some sort of mindset or something that you're focusing on at the moment in the present, okay? Those of you that are born January, February, or March is going to be significant. If you're born on the 14th, 17th, 19th, 23rd, 29th, again, between 81, 89, 65, or 79, all right, pay attention, okay? There's things that are trying to... There are things that are trying to, again, distract you from what you're really supposed to be paying attention to. Yeah, again, there's something about Moon, Cancer, Child, number 2 here as well. So there could be somebody here, again, you could have Cancer placements here with the number 2, right? It could be connected to Taurus energy. It could be children here, family, home, something of that nature, right? I'm going back to who do you blame, cause and effect energy, right? So somebody here is definitely getting some sort of wake-up call about cause and effect of something, confirmation, yeah. So if you've got Leo placements strong in your chart, Cancer placement somewhere strong in your chart, or you're a feminine who is the mother of children, or you've got a child and you're connected to a number 2 energy, somebody 2, 11, 20, 29 could be also birth dates, or born in, again, any of those years or those months, right? Somebody from your past is starting to recognize cause and effect finally, and I'm not sure how or why, but there's something that's potentially happened in their life where look, their awareness could be expanding right now as well. The secrets they've held on to, maybe they can't unsee them or not see them right now. So they could be really having to face certain things and certain, realizations. In the past, maybe this person was just, too closed off to really comprehend what they did. Okay, what they did. So it doesn't really change anything here for you though, Leo, right? Again, realizations are one thing, right? But complete level ups are going to be needed if you even take this person back. So this person's seeing that potentially, yes, Sagittarius is, and it's time to address the shadow side here as well. Not just for them, Leo, but for all of us as well, right? Whatever is, really holding you back, whatever those limitations that are sitting in the shadows, right, that stop you from feeling okay, from stepping up and stepping out into the light. Okay, they're the things that you're gonna want to try to have some sort of movement or expansion from. But yeah, going back to the other message again, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius type energy there with that past person. Okay, just don't stay stuck and stagnant yourself there, Leo. Okay, do not stay stuck and stagnant there. If that energy happens to pop up, somebody here is definitely, with the 11th house coming out, somebody's definitely like hopeful that them recognizing cause and effect here, and them doing some self-examination here, just they've got hopes, right? They've got hopes of potentially bringing something back together. They're thinking if they just give it a little bit more time here and they slowly and steadily come towards you, that, maybe things can change, all right? But again, it's going to be up to you, Leo, which way you want to go. Okay, it's going to be up to you which way you want to go here. All right, we're going to get some charms next. We're going to get some charms next and just see what else is going on in your energy right now for Leo placement. Okay. Again, guys, you know, for some of you guys as well, you could be really starting to see the cause and effect of some of the changes that you've made, how they're playing out. Okay, so there could be some beautiful things shifting here. Wow, Leo, look at that. Man, Leo, you've cut off any type of connections here, relationships, partnerships where you feel like cuffed or chained to people. We've got Libra came out right on top with the handcuffs right on top of the little Libra symbol, and the scissors were right beside it, two of them. So there could have been, you know, some energy, some relationships, partnerships, marriages, things of that nature that you've cut off, that you're no longer bound to. Okay, no longer being or allowing yourself to be bound and controlled. Letters or initials K could be significant. AK, baby, like did you get your AK out and just, like, you know, shoot some shit down, right? What are you doing? Some target practice out there, KAs. All right, K and Ace is going to be significant here. Also, letters and or initials R and Y. Why are AK cutting off? Why are A and K cutting off, or AK cutting off all these things? Because A and K are sick of getting the same messages over and over with the telephone out here, right? The little old school antique telephone out here. We're tired of getting these messages and not making any changes here, right? So AKYR, you guys are making some big changes, especially when it comes to love, right? Those partnerships, connections, marriage, things like that. You've made a lot of changes here. Okay. Oh, we're seeing the stethoscope near a love heart arrow. Like there's an arrow, the love heart, the stethoscope was right on top of it. So, you know, it looks like you guys are moving towards much healthier connections here, right? It might have taken you with the clock here and the axe. It could have taken some time to really, like, kind of, you know, chop through the thick of it all, right? Really kind of chop through it all. But, you know, whatever tools, whatever adjustments you've been doing out here, okay, whatever you've been adjusting out here, right? It's what's grounding you, right? It's what's anchoring you into this new stability. Okay, starfish energy. So, you know, again, like a lot of transformation for some of you guys as well. You know, you could have just taken some time to just be still, right? Just be still for a minute, and in all your wonderful, colorful glory. We've got the there's a deer out here, right, with those antlers, like being very, very assertive in the way that you're making moves, paying attention to your health out here as well. Okay, so you could have done a lot of healing. You could also be a healer, right? Ooh, hummingbird. Now, I'm not really familiar with a hummingbird. I mean, a hummingbird definitely sings a sweet tune, right? So things could be, again, like there could be some sweet sounds or things that are sounding sweet to your ears, right, that are about to take off as well for you guys. What else have we got here? There could also be something about people wanting to impact, right? The way that you're speaking, okay, things that you're trying to say, or trying to bring you down, right? When it comes to the things that you're expressing as well, energy, things of that nature. There could be a bit of support. You could have some good support around you, like 2 or 3 good friends around you right now that, you know, everyone's kind of working together as a team, right? Working together as a team, holding the team up. There's somebody that's hooked out here though on you, right? We got the hook out here. So you could have also, there could also be something that you're oh, I don't want to say like luring in, right? But when I think about luring as well, right? So we bait a hook, and think about it like this: we bait a hook to catch fish, right? So you could be, again, this could be a sense of like a metaphor for manifestation as well. Like what you put out is what you get back. So if you're putting out something attractive to whatever it is that you want, so that you can attract it back, then you're you know, that's what's happening. You could also be just, you know, throwing in a line, right? Trying to find out if something's going to bite here as well. Somebody could have also tried to lure you in as well. Okay. The rainbow, the umbrella was sitting upside down on the table, facing upside down. So, you know, it's like the end of rainy days. Okay. You're not feeling, you know, you're gone to the days, Leo, and whoever else, again, Leo placements, wherever your Leo's at, collective, doesn't matter what signs you are. A lot of you guys could be finding that you you don't get as like overly emotional as you used to in the past. Like you find yourself crying less over things. Like it just things don't emotionally impact you the same way that they did once upon a time. You might still get a bit of frustration, a little bit of anger and things like that kind of come out, but like the sadness energy, the depression energies, right? The like woe is me, like the boo-hoo energies, like you really have started to clear all of that shit out, right? And you can see that that is the effect of the cause, right? And the cause was you again adjusting certain things, making certain changes here, cutting off situations, right, which kept you like just bound, right, chained, cuffed in ways where you weren't able to move. Okay, so yeah, it could be time to do some fishing. Somebody could be into fishing as well. That could be significant here. But you've got the key here, right? You got the key to wisdom. I can see like owl's eyes. I don't know. Let me see if I can get those right nice and close for you guys so you can see. All right, are we seeing? Are we? Oh my God, I can't get this like clear enough. But it's like, can you see that now? The owl's eyes, like how there's like a little. Far out. Can we get a better view on that? But you've got the key to wisdom here is what you've gotten. Okay, key to wisdom, the fucking cheat codes, the blueprint, right? However you want to interpret that is how that's going to be. But you've got keys to wisdom out here, babies, right? You've got the keys to wisdom out here. So, things are feeling better, right? Things are feeling much better. All right, let's have a look. We're going to have a look and just see, for those of you got Leo placements right now, apply this to wherever your Leo sits, or whatever, wherever it's at, whatever planet is in there, whatever house that's at, like just wherever your Leo sits, right? We're going to have a look at what potentially you need to be looking at right now and focusing on, and then we're going to go move on into after this we start our next live in 15 for our live mini reads, right? Members, again, you guys get priorities, you know the drill, my beautifuls. And for subs, welcome to come over and ask your questions, right? Whatever you guys needing some clarification on, some direction in. All right, the hook's still out here. I don't know why, right? Again, Leo, somebody could be really hooked on you right now. Okay, again, you could just be like reeling in a lot of energy, a lot of things, right? Like you just like you're reeling it in, baby. Like you're reeling it in. So for some of you guys as well, the effect of the cause of what you've done is starting to really show, because like things are starting to like reel in towards you, right? You're getting your harvest coming in. Okay. If you're not, it doesn't mean that you're not. It's just that when I'm seeing on the dice here in my bowl, 3 and 3, 6. Okay, there could just be some things still that you're needing to balance here in order to manifest those things. There could be some inquisitions, right? Inquisition is not what I was going to say. Inquisition, right? What is this, right? An inquisition could be significant to somebody. But if you're not there, it's just that there's a couple of things that maybe you still need to balance out, or some energies that you need to still remove and cut off from before certain things can actually come into you, right? All right, Leo. We've got Aphrodite's out here. Just like, it just feels so weird saying Greek words in English half the time. I don't know. Anyway, it's just a Greek thing. With the heart card coming out. So Aphrodite and the heart. For some of you guys, it's with virtue out here, picking a path, right? Your path of virtue. There's some. It's a time to choose. Okay, you got a time of choice coming up here when it comes to following your heart in particular situations. We've got 1414 on the count right there, confirming the original message. Thank you, homies. Love you guys. Also today being again 14 and 5 energy, very, very significant. But Leo placements, right, wherever your Leo is at, however you resonate with Leo energy, it could be time to either start to recognize the beauty that's currently around you, and again, let your heart sort of soften there in that sense of, really kind of looking at the beauty in life, right? Even the painful stuff is beautiful if you allow it to become so. Okay, but it's like it's time to choose something. There's some sort of choice here that you're going to have to make or be presented with, or that spirit sort of trying to guide you towards making here, about following your heart in particular situations. Now, this could be with inviting romance in, or this could also be for some of you guys, you're going to have some choices in love here that come up. Okay. Now, guys, be careful. Not all choices that come up, even for those of you guys that are healed, right? for some of you guys, there's going to be multiple choices that come up in love, and it's going to be up to you to decide what your heart truly wants, okay? We know, and we've been taught, and Spirit have taught us throughout this channel, throughout these readings, what healthy love actually looks like, what it doesn't look like. We know the difference, okay? Be also mindful that after all of these experiences, there is still an element of healing in which we all do, which only happens when you move into the next phase, which is in an actual relationship, right? So we can get to the point where we completely hold back and then we're ready to get into it. But you're going to have challenges that come up as well with really being loved by somebody the way that you want to be is going to, again, it's going to spark some stuff that you're going to have to still work through. So, you might find yourself getting a little bit uncomfortable with, you really might want depth, right? Real emotional depth, but then it comes your way and all of a sudden you're like shying away from it because you're not used to it. So there are still going to be challenges that you guys are going to need to push through, even in those dynamics, even in a healthy relationship, because for you to have never been in one and then for two people to both get into one, really it's about testing out these skills, right? Putting these skills to play. But that doesn't mean it's going to be perfect the first time. There might still be some things where you're like, oh shit, yep, that's just past me kind of creeping in and on default sort of playing out. And you might find yourself needing to remind yourself, of certain truths that you now know or that you're now trying to practice so that you can believe in them, right? And letting go of the things that you once knew, okay? So there's going to be like a bit of almost like a crossover of the program. Like the programs are going to kind of cross over a little bit, but navigate through it, right? So you're going to know who the right person is to work through that with, right? And for most of you guys who are manifesting high level spiritual divine unions, it is going to be that challenge, right? So it is going to be that challenge of needing to really learn how to trust oneself in the choices and trust that other person and allow things to actually flow the way that they're meant to, right? So it's going to come with its own challenges, but there's a lot of reward there, okay? There's a lot more peace in these. It's not going to be harsh lessons and things like that. It's more just the final integration process of everything that you have learned throughout this period of time where you've been healing, where you've been growing, okay? Not holding back and just, like when you want to say something to someone, but you dance around it. You don't really you don't just let it out. Like this is going to be where you start to have to practice just speaking it out, right? Being comfortable with having that level of vulnerability with people and that sort of thing. So for some of you guys, it's time to choose, pick a path. Are you ready to invite romance in? Are you ready for this new chapter for some of you guys? Do some of you guys still need to choose a path of healing right now? Is there still an avenue that you need to go down, like take a little detour on your path over here? Because it could actually be creating some sort of stagnancy as well, all right? So you're going to know based off of where you're at, collective, like what this is that you're going to need to work through, okay? So work it out, figure it out, work through it. All right, let's grab a couple of tarot cards and then we will close out this message and then we'll jump into the next live, all right? We'll jump into the next live, so... I keep getting something about like there's something special happening here, right? Like there's something special happening here with oh, I can see myself buffering over there. With judgment coming out here, so this is about, making good decisions. Okay, so Spirit again, highlighting that right now at this time, have a look at the decisions you're making, the decisions you've been making, especially when it comes to the past and things like that. Okay. Yeah, making decisions to move forward based off of these past experiences, the burdens that you had to carry, the losses that the losses that you went through, basically. So Spirit, again, wanting you to recognize and take all this with you, right? You're going to need to take all these lessons with you. You're going to need to really make sure it's integrated for that next level out here, okay? So King of Wands, right? It's really time to step into your leadership energy, collective here with the King of Pentacles too, right? Making smart moves, okay? Logical, practical, grounded, right? Again, taking all those lessons, all those lessons are your blessing, all right? Because you're recovering, or you're beginning to, or you've started to recover from all of that. So again, you're all going to be at kind of different levels, right? For some of you guys, it's still about needing to just see that life is actually beautiful. If you allow it to be, if you want to change your perception, right, you can change it to where everything that you've gone through is actually a beautiful thing, and recognize the lessons for what they are. For others of you, you know, it's time to really start thinking about inviting it in, you know, not being so pessimistic about it. And for the rest of you, it's get ready, right? Get ready to explore that more vulnerable side of yourself. But yes, there are going to be challenges here, and that's the thing, right? You can choose nothing at all, but if you choose nothing at all, you're going to delay yourself either way. There's going to be stagnancy. Okay, there's celebrations right up ahead, times of shared joy that you could have here, as long as you keep pushing through with confidence, with strength, determination. Okay, stay focused on what it is that you're trying to achieve here. Okay. Now, again, not all of you guys are going to relate to an actual relationship. Some people, it's just the love of what you do. Okay, this could be other kind of connections, commitments, friendships, right? Work partnerships, that sort of thing. Some of you guys could be in relationships as well. And this is about improving your marriages, your current state of your marriage. All right. What else do we need to see here, Spirit, for my Leos? Leo, really be careful here of. Really be careful here of, you get it now. You have a new outlook. Man, just be mindful and remember, right, the new outlook that you gained here with the Four of Cups in reverse on energies that sit in Magician in reverse, Sun in reverse, Page of Cups reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, right? Just show pony energies, right, who have really nothing to offer. They don't have any emotional depth that come in trying to manipulate you, right? Because again, for those of you guys that have got choices out here, be mindful of people that rush in, okay, that are rushing in impulsively here, you know, with a fishy cup here, with hidden motives here, with the Sun in reverse and the Magician in reverse, that are trying to just, you know, manipulate you, right? Want to manipulate your energy, want to manipulate some sort of ideas here, okay? If you somehow manage to get back engaged with that, well, I'm telling you, you haven't quite demolished the tower properly out here, right? Or you haven't recognized the demolishment of the tower and what that lesson was. So, you know, perseverance, boundaries here as well, okay? Make sure you, again, guard what it is that your success here, right? You're going to need to, again, push through to your successful, I don't want to call it an ending, right? Could be for some of you guys, your beginning in success too, right? But keep persevering towards that success, right? Keep working towards it. Okay, you've already come a long way, right? I'm gonna say it doesn't matter what sign you are, wherever you got Leo, you've come a hell of a long way. Oh, a lot of something. Somebody's been doing a lot of something. Fall in reverse, right? Be mindful of these foolish energies, these reckless people, right? That have really no direction in life, right? That want to come in and pretend like, you know, oh, I've got something good to manifest, or, you know, let's manifest together, that end up with the Wheel of Fortune reversing you, right? Keeping you stuck at a place where you were, okay? Make sure, again, with the Hangman in reverse, you're not fooling yourself here, right? Make sure you're seeing things correctly, okay? And if you need to, take time out to really take a step back, meditate on it, right? And you know, because you don't want to, you want to be able to see, you want to take a step back from those deceptive energies so you can truly see what's going on there, all right? So don't rush into anything. Nothing's a rush here, right? If anything's rushed, then it's probably not going to be real, all right? It's probably not going to be real. So yeah, somebody, again, you're sitting in Empress energy, right? Doesn't matter whether you're masculine or feminine. You are exuding Emperor energy, okay? Boss mama, boss daddy kind of fucking energy. And the last thing you need here is delays, right? The last thing you need is delays, and for somebody to, again, put you in a hopeless situation where you have to go back to ground zero and heal that aspect, right? So make sure you are seeing things clearly out here, right? clearly, because we don't want any more delays from external energies. Okay, if people are giving to you, it should be without expectation, right? Just like we should be giving to others without expectation. I'm not talking about reciprocal, right? But like, anyone that wants to try to take something from you, that has fuck all going on for themselves, doesn't have plans, doesn't know themselves, I'm telling you, they're going to cause delays for you. All right. So you've got a lot of growth happening here. There's a lot of people that are watching this growth. Okay, this could be family members, friends, right? Seeing you expand, seeing your ships sailing in here as well. So again, for some of you guys, things are starting to trickle in here, right? It's already starting to unfold for you guys. But yeah, there's people that could be watching this, talking about this, talking about also, yeah, we are talking about community. So for some of you guys, there's conversations happening out and amongst your community, your group, your whatever, about how you are sitting in this emperor energy, bringing this stuff in, right? Bringing your dreams to reality. Okay, you're looking really deeply into what to invest in, what not to invest in. There could be, again, a lot of communication or messages that are opportunities, right? Things like that coming in that are making you excited as well. Okay, make sure, again, you are, we've got the Emperor out here too, all right? So we could have it as well, again, Emperor energy here. Also got Queen of Pentacles under that too, right? Emperor, Queen of Pentacles type energy. So again, some of you guys, you could be, really seeing the fruits of your labor starting to pour in, okay? Really pour into you. And that, again, it's cause and effect too, right? It's all cause and effect. Again, keep speaking your truth out here, being, making intelligent, well thought out moves, especially those of you, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles type energy, those of you guys that are in business here. No impulsive, quick decisions here, right? We're building from the ground up, and these things take time to build, but make sure, you're defending yourself. You are, cutting anything off that needs to be cut off, speaking out what needs to be said. But whoever you are, you're very intelligent. Okay. You're very intelligent. You're very clever. Okay. You got a lot of, good ideas out here in how to create this stability. Okay. This is what's putting you in this Empress energy. Okay. It's what's putting you in this Empress energy. Yeah, again, the Hierophant out here warning you about Knight of Swords type energy as well. Knight of Swords in the reverse energy, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse energy, Justice in the reverse energy. Okay, people that, if you're an Empress, you're a king, right? We don't do pages or knights, right? Unless it's just the energy, but like the Spirit are saying, the Hierophant is telling me, like, be mindful of things that aren't in harmony, in balance here, where people are just, like rushing in impulsively and, doing things to, again, try to gain control over situations here, very, very unfairly, because they don't really want to put in the work. They don't want to take the time, the slow and steady approach to building things for themselves. Okay, because they see collective here that you are working really, really hard on your craft, on your healing, on what you're building, and these people still, right? Look at that, Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Star in reverse. These people haven't done any healing, right? These are insecure, codependent energies that just kind of want to be around you. Okay, won't you take me to Funky Town, right? I want you to take them to wherever you're going, right? If you're going to Funky Town, if you're going downtown, if you're going uptown, right? Wherever you're going, these people want you to take them with them. You can't, right? We can't take dead weight with us, right? These are the people, again, that just, again, want to manipulate you as well in the energy, right? Want to over abuse their idea that they have some sort of power here, that don't collaborate well together, don't work together well, don't have the skills to work well with you on the things that you've mastered, right? And there's no real love here. It's just they come in with this idea of, I'm going to give you this. They're going to give you a headache. Okay, so continue to, again, right, willpower here, moving forward. This is you moving forward towards success. So don't allow yourself to get into, Five of Wands types energy, that sort of shit. If you do find yourself that energy's around you, right, go within, Hermit, right? Virgo energy, go within, examine, right, why this is happening. How you can close that cycle and move forward towards that success, right? That completion. Leo, I love you, baby. I love you guys so much. Wherever your Leo placements are, I hope you guys got something that you needed out of that. Remember, just stay focused. Stay focused, stay focused. If you need to, before the end of the year, write your goals down, especially those of you guys that have cleared out a lot, that have that question of, okay, so what next? What am I going to do next in life? Time to get creative. Okay, it's time to start writing it out, speaking it out to the universe, and through practicality and hard work, right? Navigating your way towards it. All right, Leos, love you guys. Just give me 5 and we'll be jumping into the live readings for you guys, all right? Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for the likes, the comments, and all the wonderful stuff. I'll see you guys in a minute, all right? Bye for now.